basic requirements to form a network. Basic requirements to form a network. So what are the basic requirements? The first thing is that is important. Okay. For example, I have a laptop, or maybe I have a desktop, or maybe I have a mobile phone. Okay. So I want to connect to the network. It means I may be connected to a switch, or maybe I want to connect it to a Wi-Fi router, or I want to connect one to another device directly. But from our device, we need an equipment called inside. We required a NIC, network interface card. Of course, I will explain this network interface card. Okay, after we discuss the cable part. So here it is. We need an NIC. The first thing is from our device. In the device, NIC is required. So then you can able to connect it. Okay, that is the first thing. Second one is, of course, for example, I have a computer and I have a switch or a hub. I want to connect it. So I need a cable to connect it. Different types of cable. In a bus topology, we are using coaxial cable, right? So the cable can be a coaxial cable. Generally, we are using twisted pair cables, UTP, STP cables. Okay. UTP, STP cables. Okay, UTP, STP cables. Okay, or maybe I use fiber optical cables. In certain networks, we use fiber optical cables like a SAN type of networks, core networking, server to servers. Like in data centers, we use these fiber optical cables inside. It means first device required NIC to connect. Second is we required a certain type of cables. So for connectivity between device depends upon the type of network, depends upon the devices. Okay. If it is a wireless, of course, you need a NIC and connectivity is wireless. So we don't use wires there. So we can ignore the wires part here. Okay. So wired type of connectivities, we need a cables. Non-wired type means no, it's a wireless type. Of course, we don't use cables. Second one is this connecting devices, like the before we seen this hub and switches kind of stuff, right? You want to connect the devices, just we need from this NIC to this line. Okay, we need these devices for common devices to connect. Depends upon type of network. For example, if you are using a LAN network, you may have 2-3 devices. You need a hub. You have more devices. You need a switch in the single LAN network. Okay, so you may need require routers. You want to communicate outside of your network. You want to communicate outside of your network. So then it is you need a router kind of devices. Okay, you want to connect to the internet. You want to connect to the internet ISP. You want to connect ISP. So then you can able to get internet. So then we need a modem kind of devices. Okay, routers, modems, switch or hub. Required. Okay, so different devices with their own purpose and functionality, we use them in our network. Up to here is a connectivity only. Up to here it is connectivity. So I'm talking only in the connectivities. NICs, cables, devices, all this you are used to connect the in the network. Use to create a network. Connectivity related. But next one is communication. Communication. For communication, of course, we need a network. Okay. The first one is we need a network. If you are connected, so then only we can able to communicate. Okay. First is connectivity is required. What is the second one is addressing. Addressing. logical address. What is logical address? Is IP address. IP address is a logical address. Okay, IP address is a logical address. So you want to communicate from one device to another device. You should communicate with their IP address only. Okay, so here I want to communicate it to you. So I need your name to communicate, right? I have to ask something like a Shravani, what is network? So that is, I'm communicating, I'm addressing a person for a communication. I'm asking some information. Okay, so I ask like this, Shravani, do you understand? So I am giving an address. Here it is, I use a name. The same way, the devices in the network communicate with an IP address. With an IP address. So that is important. What is the third one? Is protocols. I written the numbers, but don't worry. For communication, this part is for connecting, and this is for communicating. Okay. So protocols. Protocol means what type of communication? Is your mail communication or web related communication, or maybe it is just data sharing, data uploading related communication, maybe time synchronization related communication, authentication related communication, your upload and download of files, that type of communication. You're sharing a data, that type of communication. You're sharing a printer, that type of communication. Okay, the communication means. Okay, so what type of communication will defined by the protocols only. So what we require, so to form a network is first for to connecting a devices, the device must have a NIC card. The second, to connect between the devices, we need a cable. Like why device you are want to communicate, it is we need a cables. Okay, different types of cables like a coaxial cable or a twisted pair cable, UTP, STP cables, or fiber optical types of cables. Different networking devices to form a kind of network, like a to connect the devices as a LAN network or within the private network or within your single network you want to form, or you want to communicate from one network to another network. You want to communicate from your network to outside of your network using internet. Okay, so we require different types of devices, and we use different protocols. So then, like to what type of communication you want to communication is just a messaging or a pinging, or maybe it is a simple web related communication, mail related communication you are doing. So that is will defined in the protocols. Logical addressing. What is the logical addressing? So you have to address, like you want to communicate one device to another device, you must know the destination address. You have to write a letter or you want to send a mail. So what you need a destination. The recipient address is required. The same way in the network you want to communicate, you need an IP address of the destination device. Okay, both the systems, both source and destination require an IP address, so then they can able to communicate. Okay, guys, understand requirements for to form a network. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
The first one, as I said, it is NIC, Network Interface Card. Okay. Network Interface Card. I'm going to change little bit from the last notes. So anyway, we will follow the order. First I said NIC, Network Interface Card. If you see, what is NIC? Network Interface Card. Any device you want to connect in the network, the device need an NIC. Whether it is wide type of connectivity or wireless type of connectivity. Wide type of connectivity, see, the device has an NIC with the help of cable, so they can able to connect to the device. Wireless type of devices, they have their own wireless NICs, so they can able to connect with through some wireless central device, either one-to-one or through a centralized device. So it is a Ethernet NICs. Okay, these are a Ethernet type of NICs. Okay, so these are the wide type of NICs. If you take Ethernet, generally we use Ethernet LAN, not Ethernet cable. So sorry. Yeah, NIC card. Okay, so this is our NIC. Okay, so in a olden days, of course, till now, so our system do not have, if in case your system do not have, or maybe it is already there, or if you want to add additionally, so take this NIC, insert into your desktop, insert into your desktop. Sorry, on motherboard. Check it. So on the motherboard, so it is built inside of motherboard. It is on the motherboard. Directly it is on the motherboard. And another one is we can insert into the motherboard. Okay. So we can insert into the motherboard. This is an example. Okay. These are the PCI slots. So you can insert this NIC card into this one. And we can call this one as a LAN card because Ethernets are more popular. So that's why we call commonly, we call this NIC as LAN card or Ethernet card because this is Ethernet type technology we are using. There are different technologies are there. So it's Ethernet card. Okay. Ethernet ports. Okay. This is Ethernet card for installing. On motherboard itself, okay, if you are buying a laptop or a desktop, okay, on motherboard itself we have a NICs like this. See, on motherboard itself you can able to see this ports, LAN ports directly. This is a LAN port. Okay, directly RJ45 sockets are there. And if you go on the laptop, even the laptops having a connector like this. Okay, the laptops having a ports. You can connect with the wires. Okay, so wide type of connectivity I'm explaining. I try to explain wide type of connectivities. So this is our Ethernet cards, our LAN cards, our NIC card. We can insert into the desktop or server systems to connect to the network. Okay, and this is on motherboard NIC. Okay, it is on motherboard. It is already motherboard by default. It comes with your motherboard. Directly can connect it. So you don't need to insert anything. Even for laptops also we have a NIC LAN port is there. Okay, so LAN port is there, Ethernet port, or we can see it. Okay, so this I call it as like a NIC card, Ethernet card, or LAN card. It is any name you can say. Okay, and this wide type of NICs like Ethernet cards actually say Ethernet cards standard is 802.3. It's IEEE standard 802.3. Okay, and in the Ethernet itself we have a three varieties. Three types of Ethernets are there. Generally we call Ethernet card, but in the Ethernet also three types. One is Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet. Ethernet, the data transmission speed of Ethernet card is 10 Mbps. Fast Ethernet is 100 Mbps. Gigabit Ethernet is 1000 Mbps. Okay, Ethernets, different models are there. For example, nowadays we are using Gigabit Ethernet. Nowadays we are using gigabit Ethernet, 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps data transmission speed. Okay, let's understand how the wide type of NICs are look like and what is this called RJ45 connector. Okay, so what is this? What we call it is this is RJ45 socket. Okay, so that is RJ45 socket or can say LAN port. It's the name of LAN port. RJ45 socket. Understand that part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one is wireless. Lot of people believe like, sir, it is a wide type of connectivity, so then we need a NIC. Okay, that is called NIC card, right? Of course, it is NIC card, LAN card, Ethernet card. Those names are also there because in the olden days, NIC means it's a LAN card. LAN card means it is Ethernet card. Only thing is Ethernet or fast Ethernet or gigabit Ethernet. Which one is you are using? That is you are using. Okay. But in the wireless type of communication also, the device required a NIC. This time it is wireless NIC. This time it is a wireless NIC. See it is, if you have a desktop, if you have a desktop, you have a desktop, you can install just like your wide NIC, you can insert these cards into your motherboard. So then you can able to connect wireless type of communication. You can do it. Okay, for a desktop purpose. Okay, this is one. This is this is usually for laptops. In general, they use for laptops. Even we can use for a desktop purpose also. Certain type of desktops will support this type of cards to install. So both laptops and desktop we use it. Mainly if you know any older laptop or maybe if you are go to any shops like laptop repairing shops, you can ask them to open and you can see this thing. This is our wireless adapter. It is inside your laptop. It is there. For mobile phone, on motherboard itself, they put this Wi-Fi related chip on it. Okay, so like that, even mobile phone also, like we are connected to Wi-Fi means that's a wireless chip is that the chip is also on the things. Okay, so this is wireless adapters. This is for mainly desktop. This is for laptops. Okay, kind of stuff. And one more important one is that is USB type. Okay, this is USB type. Generally, for your laptop or desktop, the Wi-Fi is not working. You can simply use this USB adapters. For Wi-Fi adapters are there for both type of frequency, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Better to buy 2.4 and 5 gigahertz dual band one. Okay, so then it will support both the things. So it is loading very slowly. Okay, so some are combined with the Bluetooth. Better not to go for Bluetooth come Wi-Fi. So go to the Wi-Fi with dual band, so you can connect any type of network. Even I have a desktop and the desktop is far from my router. Okay, so my main Wi-Fi router, it is far, so I cannot able to connect with the cable. Okay, so I cannot like a desktop required to connect with the cable, but I cannot able to connect. So what I have done, so I purchased this USB, then I inserted into the USB of my desktop, so I'm getting connected. In this older laptops, so I need to connect to 5 gigahertz. Then I'll better to buy dual thing and I connect it to 5 gigahertz. Okay. So the point is, what is the use of this one? It is you can able to connect devices wireless. This is also an NIC only. Guys, understand what are the NICs? Wireless type standard is 802.11. 802.11. 802.11 means it's a wireless NIC. Okay. And if you see there is a ABCD. If you go anything, is anything related, even you go to the mobile phone and you go to the description about it and they're Wi-Fi related, you can see 802.11 A/B/G/AB/AD/ like that it will show us. Okay. What is that meaning is, okay. What is that meaning? We can open anything, just click open anything. Okay, if you see, just I click on something, okay, and it is a USB Wi-Fi adapter, okay, small adapter only. It is somewhere a wireless 802 details you can find from the some wireless description. So yeah, here it is. You can able to find it. It support only 2.4. Why it is missing? So maybe I will go to this. Anything no problem. I need that details, connectivity details. Yeah, like this. You can see. Uh, this is what I'm trying to search. It is 802.11 means it's a wireless. Okay, wireless. N, B, G. Okay. Some devices having different kind of stuff. Like you go to this one, something whatever it device is this. So go to this and you will find this. So only N. Yeah, this wireless type BGN. NBG, all supporting is there. What is that standard means? Supporting frequency and speed. If you see it is N, 802.11, N, it's a dual band frequency, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So both type of bands it will support and speed up to 600 Mbps it will support. Okay. See what is this ABCD means? Okay. The meaning is supporting frequencies and speed. A support 5 gigahertz, 54 Mbps speed only. B 2.4 but 11 Mbps. G 2.4, 54 Mbps. N 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Okay, both dual band it will support 600 Mbps. AC 5 gigahertz. Okay, 1300 Mbps speed. AD 2.4, 5 gigahertz and 60 gigahertz is also there here. 7 Gbps. Maybe we don't have this one in our place. But important one is N, AB, N, G, AC. N is important because dual band it is. Okay. Others also required feature like that. Guys, understand what is meant by 802.11a, 802.11b, or BG, AB, BD kind of stuff. AB means dual band again. AB means dual band. Understand? Wireless NICs. So Mookie movie only it is. Is your sir given any assignment or what? So why people are not talking? Nothing is there. No, he's not told anything today. Do it right. Guys, do you understand what I said or maybe have any doubts? Wired NIC, wireless NICs. Yes, so here it is. Nothing, no response at all. What can I do? I have to complete two more things. One is about NIC, another one is about the cables. We are already running slow. If you have any other work, so you can tell me, guys. It's simple. Yeah, so I will stop here for just 2 minutes. If you are able to listen, if you are able to hear my voice, understand, guys, your communication is important. Okay, your version test, your voice and accent is important. After that, one technical interview is also important. Three things. Next, what are the things I am teaching? It is always important whatever the profile you go for it, whatever it is the job you do it, whatever the technology you want to learn it, all these things are core, very basic level things. Okay, so I know this one, I know that one. No, no, it's not like so core. You can able to troubleshoot, you can able to understand, you can able to create. That is the point. Okay, one point. Second, if you don't communicate to me, if you don't started communicating, if you don't ask questions, or maybe if you are not interacting with me, I've stopped interacting because of no one is speaking anything. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, definitely I will ask questions from all the previous things. Okay. And suddenly I will ask, so what are the communication you are preparing? I don't mind. You have to prepare my subject also. Already it is 10 days completed. Okay. So compulsory you must read all the previous thing and I will ask the questions. Be interactive. Interview does not mean I have to by heart some sentence and I will speak about it. It is analytical thing also. People will ask a question. You have to understand the question. You have to give that answer related to it. Okay. If you don't speak, it is like your online classes, just like it is happening in a corona time. You attend some online classes. What are he speak and I will listen. Okay, okay, that's it. It's not like that, guys. You can study at the end of the day. This is not like that. You have to learn. You have to understand. You have to ask questions. You have to explain it. People are silent. What is the use of teaching, guys? What I'm teaching, every day I came here and I teach something I taught. I just reading it, talking, nothing is like I forget what sometimes what I'm teaching and what you are listening also. And why you are attending classes also, if you don't understand, please ask once, sir, otherwise, sir, we don't require technical class, we don't want it. So we'll complete everything with the communication only. We have already knowledge in college, then you can go for it, no problem. So we are also trainers, guys. I have an experience almost like a career started 2009. From that day onwards, I'm teaching different types of subjects. I have a different excellent knowledge in different subjects. Different presentation. I'm be the trainer from more than 12 years. Why can't you use it? Why can't you try to do that one? Okay. If you get a chance to learn, guys, learn, discuss. finding out more information. Okay, finding out information. Find out, ask questions, just listening, or maybe keep aside and do some YouTube videos or maybe Instagram videos. That life is completed, guys. Once BTech is completed, your life is sucked. Frankly say. Completed, that's it. That's nothing. After that one, if you don't find a job, you don't settle, that is, life is ended, that is. I'm not saying life is ended. I'm saying simple. You have a target here. You want to do something, just you got an opportunity, so do it better. What has happened to the batches? I don't understand. Is anybody told you that you don't require to listen anything or maybe just give some answer yes or no? Whether you are still understanding or still able to hear also, I don't understand. Okay. The concept what I'm trying to teach is very important, very basic level. You want to learn the cloud? This is important. You want to learn DevOps, this is important. You want to learn something like server technologies, this is important. Okay, these are basics, and these basics no one will teach you again. There is no videos. You go to the YouTube, type AWS. There is thousands of channels are there. Lot of channels in different languages, not only in English. You can find AWS videos. 1,000 videos are there. In Telugu is there, Hindi is there, Marathi is there. Okay, English, Hindi, even Arabic languages or any Chinese, Japanese languages also may be available. Okay. But these technologies you don't find it. Definitely. See how many videos on any one of these point. Only few. Only few. That is also very worldwide. Very few people only teaching these things. And they start teaching these basics and they are going for higher, they're failing in interviews. The person will learn AWS Cloud Solution Architect, 90% score. Fail in interview. Why? Because he asks very basic level question. You don't know what it is. Understand, guys? This is class for you only, not for me. Don't understand what is this. Yeah, that's it for today. I am getting hungry also. I don't have an energy to speak also. I'll ask Sarah. Okay. Bye for